Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Russ.
And I'm Jeanelle Slade. The planes and the paratroopers, well, they're older, but when the skies over the French coast filled with the sights and sounds of parachutes falling, this time thousands cheered.
And right in the middle of the commemoration of the epic D-Day invasion is Miss Montana after more than a year of hard work and dreams.
And that's exactly what the volunteer crew was hoping for.
MTN's Dennis Bragg takes us there.
And we started early, about 6 o'clock. In the seats, ready to go. We flew across the channel with 4 other ships and met up with a 6th at Cherbourg, picked up some jumpers, and did an early morning drop over Carenton, which was one of the U.S. drop zones. And then we recovered back to Duxford and picked up our jumpers and made our way across the channel again, so for the 3rd time.
And that last trip was truly an amazing sight as Miss Montana and the other C-47s and DC-3s filled the darkening skies over the French coastline, where thousands gathered to watch the spectacle and imagine just for a while what June 6 means to the freedom of the Western world.
And then there's a DC-3 behind them trailing.
It's pretty shiny. I wonder if that's Miss Montana.
While the D-Day paratroopers used stealth and darkness, these liberators were greeted by children.
We had our Montana jumpers on board, and it was just so fun to see them. They've worked for this too and prepared for it and spent time and money to get ready and helped us with the airplane. I mean, they've been part of this team from the beginning, and it just was great to see them. They were so excited. That excitement was contagious, and we just couldn't be happier to have completed this part of the mission, and now we get to do something else.
At least one of the jumpers today was a D-Day veteran, while others took places of honor in the cockpits of the old warbirds, vanishing reminders of the day when youthful pursuits took a back seat to valor.
Well, you couldn't help but think about the boys that were doing it 75 years ago. And we had GPS and iPhones on board and pretty darn good weather. And those guys were doing it at night, crude navigation instruments, and getting shot at. So it was a reenactment, but certainly not a reproduction.
Dennis Bragg, MTN News.
Thanks, Dennis. And Douglas says Miss Montana is scheduled to be among the dozen or so planes that will do the presidential flyover above Omaha Beach and the coastline where thousands of lives were lost.
Well, today, Montana Congressman Greg Gianforte took to the House floor to honor just some of the many Montanans who fought on D-Day.
He mentioned Montanans from Polson, Choteau, Lewistown, and Lolo, but also gave thanks to all Americans who fought.
Facing what Supreme Allied Commander Eisenhower described as the German war machine, they fought for the cause of freedom. Many Montanans were there. As we mark the 75th anniversary of D-Day, remember the brave Americans who destroyed the German war machine, liberated a continent, and saved the world from tyranny.
Our coverage of the 75th anniversary of D-Day continues here on Q2 with more Montana ties to the invasion that changed the course of history.
Now, the success in turning the tide in World War II came with great sacrifice. Tonight at 10 on Q2 News, we hear the story of one paratrooper from Laurel who lost his life during the invasion, but not before saving the lives of other American soldiers. And then tomorrow night at 10, we introduce you to Bud LeCount, a Billings man who made it home from Normandy to tell his story, and it truly is an amazing one.
And CBS will cover the ceremonies from Normandy early tomorrow morning. You can watch that live beginning at 3 a.m. right here on Q2.
A Roundup man dubbed the AK-47 Bandit will spend the next 35 years in prison for an armed robbery at a Nebraska bank. 40-year-old Richard Gathercole stole about $90,000 from the bank, but is now forced to pay nearly $400,000 in fines for his role in that 2014 robbery. As part of a plea agreement, federal prosecutors in Kansas, Iowa, Washington, and California agreed to drop robbery and other charges against Gathercole for crimes dating back to 2012. Gathercole earned the AK-47 Bandit moniker because it was his weapon of choice in his series of robberies. His case made its way to Montana after Gathercole was recorded from his Nebraska jail cell telling a woman to remove guns from his home in Roundup. That's where federal agents found 7 explosive devices, ammunition, and books on how to build explosives.
Assault charges have been dropped against a Billings radio host. Jason Big J Harris was charged with assault back in March after a physical altercation between him and a woman. The city attorney's office says the charges are dismissed because the case is no longer in the interests of justice to pursue. Now, this after consultation with the complaining witness who watched it happen. Police said Harris and the woman both struck each other, but that Harris was the primary aggressor. Now, following the charges, Harris was suspended from his job on the radio for 1 week without pay.
A construction crew hit and ruptured a gas line in the heart of downtown Billings today, snarling traffic, causing several businesses to evacuate. That crew hit the MDU line around 11:30 this morning near the Billings Federal Credit Union at 4th Avenue North and 26th Street. Traffic on 4th was blocked for 2 hours as repairs were made. Billings fire units responded along with police and MDU service technicians. No injuries were reported.
Well, a couple seconds of distracted driving sent a van careening into a mail truck this morning on Rimrock Road, sending the mail carrier to the hospital. Billings Police Sergeant Pat Curry tells Q2 the driver of the white van, a Billings man, was tending to his dog when the van veered off the road and slammed into the postal truck at the corner of Rimrock Road and Michigan Street around 11:30. A postal spokesman tells us tonight the employee is being assessed, but it appears his injuries are not serious. As for the mail, postal employees gathered and secured it quickly. It must now go through a screening process, so delivery will be delayed a couple days. Now, the van driver was treated on scene for minor injuries and then cited for the crash.
The Crow Tribe has issued a drinking water warning for Wyola and is telling residents to boil their water.
Now, the recommendation is to use bottled water or boil water for 3 minutes before consuming. Routine tests from water samples taken last Thursday found E. coli in some distribution pipes. Follow-up test Monday tested positive again. Now, the tribe describes E. coli as bacteria whose presence indicates the water may be contaminated with human or animal wastes.
Now, the plan is to disinfect wells and storage tanks. The tribe is investigating to find the source of the contamination. The tribe expects to have the problem fixed by next Tuesday.
Turning to weather, Bob, we've had some amazing weather the past few days, but what goes up must come down.
I'm afraid so. But today's weather, I like to call today's weather a ditto day because it was just like yesterday. Let me show you what we're talking about. As you see, remember our thunderstorm outlook yesterday? It was talking about just across the southern part of the state, and that's kind of what we have here today across south central Montana. A little different here because now it starts flaring up towards Miles City and into the Dakotas. Let's show you what's happening on the Doppler radar. You can see just a few spotty showers, and they too kind of flared up towards the eastern edge of the state. Had a couple of big cells over there in Carter County in the extreme southeast corner, even went severe for a while with some basically, I believe it was golf ball size hail over there. But for us, look at this. This is what's coming tomorrow. An increased risk of severe thunderstorms. That's in the yellow, basically from southwest Montana through Bozeman on up towards Glasgow. It does not include the Billings area. So what we will see, though, is sunny skies the rest of this evening. And then it looks like tomorrow might see some spotty showers and thunderstorms moving in about 4:30 in the afternoon. And that's when Billings will have a chance for some showers after that. Maybe some more showers moving in on Friday when things will be just a little bit cooler and the probably won't be quite as severe. Well, more on your forecast in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Bob.
Well, it was a perfect day for city pools and spray parks to get going across town.
Now, kids swam, played, and enjoyed the pool at South Park today. Now, that pool is open from noon to 6 every day this summer. It was also the first day to swim in the Rose Park pool, which is open from noon to 6.
Families also took off their shoes to enjoy a good cool down in the South Park Spray Ground. The spray grounds are open from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. The city also opened spray grounds at North, Terry, Highland, and Castle Rock Parks. The wading pools at Pioneer Park and Hawthorne Park will be available starting on Monday from noon until 6 p.m.
Well, we are just 1 day away from the Q2 Family Service baby shower.
The Montana This Morning crew will broadcast live at the new Family Service building starting at 5:30 tomorrow morning. They're collecting new and gently used baby items for families seeking assistance through Family Service.
A majority of the clients are working families that need temporary help to make ends meet. Now, the program's executive director says with a growing population, the need in our community is growing too.
Last year, we helped a little over 11,000 families through the year with rent, utility, food assistance, and our other programs. And I think that's going to continue to grow. That's one of the reasons why we're leaving this very small building and going into our new home. We believe that we will grow by 30%. In the last 5 years, our services have grown. The number of people we've helped has grown 300%.
So stop by 3927 First Avenue South and tell the morning crew hi on tomorrow morning from 5:30 until 9 a.m.
They're accepting everything from baby clothes to diapers, toys, blankets, and books. You can even get a sneak peek tour of the new facility with your donation.
Coming up on tonight's 5:30 News, the letter M isn't the only thing Montana and Mexico have in common. We're going to check out the importance of the wheat and barley trade between the two.
And in sports, your Class B All-Stars working out today twice in the heat. Scott has some fun with them.
You're watching MTN News with Jeanelle Slade and Russ Riesinger. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.